Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, which you probably are, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. I am a nurse in New York City, and I actually introduced myself briefly in my first video, so please go watch it. This is an intro a redo intro. I've already filmed this video 2 weeks ago and I'm in the process of editing it, but I realized my intro wasn't that great. So here I am, 2 weeks later. It's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. We finally made it to 2021, but this video is a 2-night in the life as a nurse, a COVID nurse. But of course, the 2 nights that I was working, there was a nor'easter, a snowstorm. So I had to stay over in the general area of my hospital. I stayed over at family's house. I talk a little bit about coronavirus and some of my patients and things like that. So if you wanna continue watching, stay tuned. Thanks. Of course, you'll have to excuse my appearance throughout the whole video. At the beginning, I look awful, the middle, I look awful, and the end, I look awful. But it's a real video, that's how I look on a regular basis. I'm not always this dressed up, my makeup is not always done, but it's New Year's Eve, so makeup's done, hair is up. I'm wearing an ugly sweater, but please leave a like below, please leave a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be posting videos in the future, coronavirus related, nurse related, anything related, whatever I can think of, whatever you guys want to see. I'm open to suggestions. So please continue to watch this video and continue to stick around. Without further ado, here's the video. I'm back in the car because where else would I be? I'm probably going to do a lot of videotaping, a lot of vlogging, a lot of whatever you call it from my car. It's the quietest place. Everybody's working from home, so I don't really have my own space for it to be quiet. But this video hopefully can be a day in the life, or a night in the life, or 2 nights in the life, because I work tonight and tomorrow night. But the surprise is, the real kicker is that we are expecting a snowstorm, and I don't live close to where I work. So, oh, by the way, don't I look so good? I look great. I woke up this morning and I've been just getting ready for this snowstorm. I've been getting ready with clothing because I'm not staying at home tonight. Well, I'll be working tonight. So let's rewind. I work tonight, it's Wednesday, so I'll be working tonight and tomorrow. It's supposed to start snowing this evening, so I should make it to work okay, but tomorrow morning and during the day is when it would be the issue. So when I get out of work tomorrow morning, which is Thursday, it will be snowing. They're not really sure if it's gonna be rain with ice. Regardless, I probably won't be able to see, A, to drive home, and B, the roads are gonna be super slippery and it might be windy. So I wasn't sure if I should stay in a hotel close to the hospital. My hospital was offering housing, but I wasn't sure like what kind of situation it would be. And everything is just 10 times harder because of coronavirus. So I didn't want to have to be in a situation where I was staying with someone else that wasn't family. I'm staying at family's house, but that's also not ideal because I'm gonna be coming home from the hospital and I work with COVID patients. So it's not my #1 choice, but it is what it is. Right now I'm in the car ready to go get gas. I only have half a tank and I don't want to be stuck on the road somewhere or where there's no gas. So I'm gonna take you guys along. I'm not gonna be able to video at the hospital, of course, but I will try to keep you updated at least before I go in tomorrow, or tonight rather. My lunch is made for tonight. My lunch is made for tomorrow. I have snacks just in case. I have extra clothing for tomorrow night when I work because I'm not gonna be able to wash my clothing like I normally do at home. So there's a lot of planning that goes into it. I have to sleep somewhere and I have to be ready for a shift. And of course it's COVID season, so most of my clothing really needs to be clean. I'm not gonna be going into my grandfather's house with coronavirus, so I have to change at the hospital before I go to his house. I have to make sure I have extra shoes so I don't go into his house with my COVID sneakers, and plus it's gonna be snowing. So Everything's wet, everything's COVID, everything's difficult. I am stressed up to my eyebrows. this is probably going to be a very real video. I've been super down these past couple of days. I mean, I've been on vacation and I think that's part of it. I'm having trouble going back to the hospital after having been gone for a week and a half. And I know my coworker said it's very difficult right now. There's a lot of people that are really, really sick. Sometimes we could be short-staffed, which it is what it is, but just gotta breathe through the whole thing and hopefully all goes well and I can keep my head on tonight and I can keep my head on tomorrow, because it's gonna be a really difficult time. But you guys are gonna be along for the ride. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm in my room. I'm ready to nap. It's 2:30. The only thing is, like, I normally go to bed at 2 for my nap and I wake up at 5 to leave by 5:30, but because I'm gonna have to go outside and like possibly clear my car, drive slower because of the snow, I gotta leave earlier. So I'm probably gonna leave at 5, which means I have to wake up at 4:30, and since it's already 2:30, that means my nap is only 2 hours when usually it's like 3.5. So that's what's going on right now. I probably won't pick up the camera until tomorrow morning. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning, maybe. I'm gonna nap. This is my dog pillow. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Good morning. So it is Thursday morning. I'm still in the local area of my hospital. I am protected by Christ this morning. I'm at my grandfather's house because the weather is still not so good. The roads are definitely super icy, and honestly it's like 10 o'clock now, and 10 o'clock a.m. is basically the time that I get in bed at home. So, and I'm close by, so if I had to spend the time that I spent getting out of the hospital, getting into my car, getting my car out of my parking spot, and then home, I wouldn't really have much time to sleep. And then later on, it's still like the roads are supposed to be icy later on in the day, so it would have taken extra time. So I was looking forward to having like an extra hour of sleep, but it's really gonna feel like the same. Probably gonna have to dig my car out later because the plows are coming by. I am so tired. Last night was rough for a lot of my coworkers. It's been very difficult. People are getting sicker than they have been. The fear is definitely in the air again. It had died down for a little bit and I was feeling comfortable, but that feeling is going away. Just to share a little bit about my evening last night, I had 5 patients to start, and then I went up to 6 patients mid-morning, I guess, and my patients were okay. A lot of them are needing high requirements of oxygen. It's called high flow. So when someone's on high flow, it means they can't oxygenate. Sorry, I haven't even been looking at you. It means they can't oxygenate with a nasal cannula. They can't oxygenate with a non-rebreather. We normally don't use Venturi masks, but they can give a high amount of oxygen to the patient who can't breathe. High flow is maximum amount of oxygen, and normally someone who can't oxygenate on high flow normally gets intubated. Some of them have to be kept prone. Prone position is when we put the patient on their belly, on their face, and that's how they have to lay down instead of laying on their back. The whole idea is to increase lung function, since COVID-19 reduces the function of your lungs. And they found that, I mean, it's been a thing that it increases lung function. So we've been proning patients for quite some time, you know, since the beginning of this whole thing. I just wanted to share the reality of what it's like to be a COVID nurse. It's not fun. I have anxiety up to my eyebrows. I've had a headache for 2 days because of the tension, and this is not me complaining. I love, love, love being a nurse. It's literally who I am. It's what my heart was made to do. It's a really scary time. One of the reasons why I chose this hospital was because I had family in the area. So, God forbid anything were to happen, I could stay at their house. So here I am. Time for me to get my beauty sleep. Because as you can see, well, I can't even see myself, but I didn't want the glare. Okay. Good night, guys. Hi guys. So it's around 5:30. I slept all day. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel like shit. I usually do. I mean, my sleep schedule, I'm not meant to sleep during the day. And even though I got like a full night's rest, I'm not feeling my best. And I did wake up early, you know, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock p.m., it's the same thing. I went outside to go clear my car. Turns out everything was clear. So that's one less thing I gotta do. I'll be able to back out of the driveway, no problem. So I'm in my scrubs. I'm gonna put my hair in a bun, clip it up. That way I can put my scrub cap on when I get to work. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and I'm gonna go back to work for another night, and I can update you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a good evening. Good morning. I'm double parked, but I just wanted to check in with you guys. Say hi. I am starving. Good snack for on my way home. Last night's shifts wasn't too bad. Surprisingly, I only had 4 patients, which is crazy because we have almost 40 patients on the unit right now. We just ended up with a lot of nurses. No one called out. I'm not sure if we had someone do overtime, but we did get a float. Today, during the day, the nurses are having 6 patients. Some have 5, so, but they're still really, really sick. A lot of people, it's a telemetry unit, so we're looking out for heart problems. A lot of these patients have those things going on. So COVID on top of that doesn't help anybody. It really doesn't. It makes things harder for the nurse. It makes things harder for the patient. And it's just sad. It is truly heartbreaking. So when healthcare workers say, stay inside, wash your hands, do your part, we really, really mean it, because it's difficult to watch these people suffer. So I definitely need some rest. I'm gonna drive home before I fall asleep. Good morning, everybody. Excuse my appearance. It's actually Saturday morning. I worked Thursday night into Friday morning, and I completely just didn't even turn the camera on when I got home on Friday. I got home and I showered, and our washing machine is actually broken. So having worked 2 shifts on Wednesday and Thursday, I hadn't washed my scrubs since before the snowstorm. So when I came home, I was looking to wash my scrubs for today and tomorrow. But I actually needed to go to a laundromat instead. I had to go to the laundromat, wash my stuff. I'm sure I could have like pulled out some random pairs of scrubs that I have for today and tomorrow, but I don't have any more work jackets, like work sweaters, and I don't mix home clothing and work clothing. So those work sweaters needed to be washed since I hadn't washed them since Wednesday. I tried to keep them as clean as possible so I could wear them on Thursday and not have to worry about feeling gross and whatnot. It's Saturday now, so I work again tonight. I slept. I finally went to bed yesterday at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon after having washed everything and got myself together from staying overnight someplace else. I mean, I still haven't unpacked my bag. I literally didn't do anything yesterday. I was so tired. But I went to bed at 3, and the first time I woke up was like 11 p.m. Now it's early morning Saturday, and I gotta go get my things together for tonight. So those are really the downsides of working 2 on, 1 off, 2 on, especially when you work nights. Doesn't really feel like much. This is my video closeout. Hopefully this video was somewhat enjoyable. Hopefully I shared some information with you about coronavirus that you didn't know previous. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Definitely go give my Instagram a follow. It's at Nurse Victoria with a double A on the end. You can see me on there. I post somewhat regularly. I post on my stories some things that I don't post on YouTube. But thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. Go watch my first one if you want to. I shared a couple of products that I use as an RN. Some of them are pandemic important for me. Some of them are important to me as a night nurse. So if you want to go give that a look, be my guest. I hope everybody has a good weekend or a good week, whatever, because I don't know when I'm going to post this. Thanks for watching. Bye.